I'm gonna get this out the way for people who are very ignorant in the amount of time it took for them to make season 3. You are fucking retarded if you genuinely believe that it took 6 years for them to produce that season 3. You are fucking retarded. Your fucking mom dropped you when you were a fucking toddler. That's why you got so many fucking bumps in your brain. And as you grew with fucking more brain rot that you watched in TikTok, that's why you have 5 fucking tumors growing in your fuck ass brain. This is true. Sorry. That's why your father left you. Sorry. That's why you behave that way. Because you's a bitch. If I was your father, I would leave your ass too. It's that simple. Alright. Anyways. I've been seeing a lot of people express their frustration and criticism on season 3. I think it's very understandable, but the amount of backlash the staff is receiving and the amount of unnecessary negativity is very, again, unnecessary. Shouldn't be happening. You should not be blaming the staff and stuff like that for only doing their job with the amount of little time and budget that they were given. Keyword given, because if you're gonna really criticize and blame someone, put more of your focus on, I don't know, the anime commission or production committee, aka most likely Bandai, or just Bandai, right? Because they are the ones that choose the amount of budget that's going to be spent, development time, and all these other resources as well. And only person that, or only studio actually, was willing to do it was JC staff, while other studios like Affordable, Bones, and all these other, even maybe Mappa too, one, they're busy, and two, there's likely the contract and stuff like that, they probably weren't given enough for them to be like, yeah, let's actually do it. It just doesn't seem possible. But there's another thing that I found across social media is these people. So I watched this guy's video, and this is, oh, he changed the thumbnail. Oh shit. The reason why I disliked it is because I said the director isn't creating scenarios of people hating on him in the South when people are actually being toxic on social media. You said it yourself that the average anime fan doesn't know how business is, and yes, JC Side should be upset at the anime production committee, Bandai, for giving them a shit schedule, resources, and budget for the season. All of these things are true and can be true. We should spread awareness that bashing at director and staff isn't okay, and we should be very critic of the anime production committee. We should not be downplaying what the staff is dealing through right now and all the unnecessary negativity as they tried what they could. Nothing I said was wrong. Nobody with a sane brain can fucking tell me straight up you're fucking wrong. You can, it's fucking hard. It's stupid. And the reason why I said that is because he specifically said himself, oh, we're not directing it at you, right? We're not directing it at you. You're making up scenarios. We're coming at the anime production committee. But if you're coming at the anime production committee, why the fuck are you making it more about the fucking director of the season 3 shit? It doesn't fucking make sense. Respectfully. To distract you what's really going on in One Punch Man season 3, it's about to become one big pity party orchestrated by Bandai Namco to paint me as a villain and for everyone to blame me for the director deleting his account. Nobody's really blaming you for deleting his account. And I don't think Bandai is really painting you as a villain either. The reason why people are really criticizing you is because you are kind of just fueling more to the fire and not trying to be like, oh, let's make a fucking video just dedicated to just try to tell people to stop coming at the staff and we should be morally focusing on Bandai and all this other shit. Liking people's posts like this, he used more brain cells for the tweet. On this tweet than One Punch Man season 3, and there's other posts as well that people are calling out on Twitter. I could literally look at the YouTube fucking video, scroll down the comments, and you'll see a lot of people criticizing the director, and he's liking all this shit. But it's quite interesting how, and he has over 1 million subs, so he definitely does have an influence, especially when you have young as well, young angry people who can easily just be around social media and make posts, hate posts about God knows what towards other people as well. You have to be more mindful of what you're doing and more responsible of the type of content you're putting out there, because it can be dangerous for other people on the receiving end. And the director responds to Nicholas Light's latest video. I don't even know this person, who this person is. This is the guy's response. I woke up this morning and was shocked. A while ago I was told by everyone to block a few people, and I did. Told by everyone to block people. There is nothing, again, there's nothing really wrong with what he's saying. Again, it's like, this is the same guy that I think people need to understand, that like he's willing to talk to other people as long as you show him respect and try to, he's one of those people who would try to make people understand the situation with the season 3 shit, and people aren't really willing to listen or understand at all because half of them have comprehension issues. But it's very interesting how a lot of people would still be very negative and harsh towards this guy when he was just only put under the spot, under the bus in fact, by Bandai, and in a way used as a scapegoat, and it's unfortunate. Okay, anyways, so this is what he's referring himself as. I am a director who specializes in romantic comedies and short anime. I have never worked on action projects like One Punch Man in my career. Considering all that, don't you think the probability of me being chosen is close to zero? Ozawa-san is the only person I've known for 10 years with whom I can vent my complaints. I'm sorry for not meeting your expectations. And people are still willing to not give a single fuck about his feeling, understand the circumstance, and still put blame on him and the staff, when in reality you should be blaming the people who chose him, who chose the studio. And it's like, it's unbelievable, right? Are they able to do a good job? I'm gonna be honest with you, I think they could do an above average job easily if they were given more time and more resources, more budget, and maybe more freelancers as well that's willing to help out and bring more life into the anime and make it more phenomenal. But because that's exactly what happened in season 1, a lot of freelancers came in for the passion project. That's why they had Madhouse and a lot of people. It was more of, I don't think a lot of people understand how much of a miracle season 1 is, which is, you can argue, in my opinion, the best season 1 an anime can ever have, point blank period, especially for an action anime as well. The consistency of quality in that season 1 is amazing, and the fact that people generally believe that they will be able to have a similar quality of an anime despite not understanding how much of a miracle it is to be put out like that, it's unbelievable. But can it be done? I think with the right studio, right resources, right budget time, now there's other shit, I think it's very doable. I think it's very possible, but again, you need time, you need studios to space out their schedule, get freelancers to be like, yo, are you down to do this shit at this date, you know? Now there's other shit. It's very doable. I don't think this guy deserves all the slander he's receiving. I don't think he deserves that at all. I feel very bad for him. Congratulations to those so-called One Punch Man fans. Y'all fucking suck. You all deserve an anime adaptation worse than to beginning after the end. Anime adaptation, fucking losers. So this big guy is basically saying the director deleted his Twitter account, is basically why he's expressing his frustration towards the One Punch Man community. It's like, he's not an action director, he's not. So it's like, people should have already knew to not set their expectations so high just because it's a 6-year gap, it has to be good because but they took 6 years to make it. No. And another thing as well is, apparently, even despite it being announced of who's going to do the production in 2022, which I thought they were I thought even myself that it was still being done during these 3 years. I thought it was going to be amazing, or at least a lot better than season 2. No, that's not the case at all. Now let me show you why. So this Dan Machi shit, the 6.74 was basically around the time that it was announced of who was going to do the production. So, and they put out all these animes throughout the years up into 2025 when they had to fucking release One Punch Man season 3. I look at this and I'm just like, how the fuck are they putting out so many animes when they have to do One Punch Man season fucking 3? And it made me realize it's either 1, they have multiple studios, or 2, they're focusing on other animes and prioritizing them more instead of just One Punch Man season 3, which leads to having less time development on the anime. And it turns out to be true. From what I'm hearing from a lot of people, JC staff shouldn't have been chosen, the director shouldn't have been chosen at all. This is that simple. If you want to have a great anime and have a lot of revenue coming in, you choose a actual great fucking action studio, great fucking staff for it, great fucking production time and resources, budget and shit to actually produce a great high anticipated anime that everybody wants to enjoy. But that is something that clearly Bandai doesn't want to do for some fucking reason. Maybe it's them, or maybe it's fucking Yusuke Murata and One, but I highly doubt it because they're passionate people. So it wouldn't make sense to blame them either, which is why a lot of people are morally blaming on Bandai for allowing this to happen. And what's also interesting is that this isn't the first time we've seen stuff like this in this high of a scale. You look at Attack on Titan when season 4 was being produced by MAPPA, a lot of people bash at MAPPA creators and the director as well. This isn't a new thing. It's not a new thing at all. This is like very much has been existed for years now, many years now. And I don't understand how the fuck this happened. When I first saw season 4 of Attack on Titan, I thought it was good actually. I thought it was fine. A couple shots were like questionable, but like most of the time it was still fucking good. It was still entertaining, right? After that season 4, people got part 2, and then the season 5, whatever the fuck it was, final part, whatever. People completely just wishy-washy, just out of their way to just praising MAPPA and shit like that. Studios out here, like people that work on these studios, they admit they're like, yeah, this is my first time coming back home after 3 fucking days. It's a fucking real thing. They're already going through a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and still the Attack on Titan fan base still just fucking ridiculed them. And now we're seeing basically the same thing. May not be the same amount of pressure on the animators and the director, you can argue, but at the same fucking time, they're receiving a lot of backlash to the point where even the director himself is just deleting Twitter and staying off of Twitter, possibly for good, to be honest. And it's sad because they absolutely don't deserve it when all they did was just do their job and be put in a bad situation. It's just that simple. If you want to blame anybody, blame Bandai if you want to. But no, people aren't gonna do that. They're gonna blame it to other people that worked on it, in their eyes, just the main culprit when they're really not. Just sad too. They just watched. Okay, so this guy basically showed that this guy who's I guess a fan of One Punch Man or something, just adding the director to just quit ruining One Punch Man and go back to animating hentai, you worthless rat. I guarantee you. And he also wait, this is some real hate. He put it in both English and Japanese. That's fucking insane. And you know what's interesting is that this guy Nicholas is saying that, oh, you're creating scenarios where that people are blaming you, whatever the fuck, despite you calling those people that's blaming the director ignorant. You're also kind of downplaying the situation like it doesn't exist, because you also said it yourself that it doesn't, that he's just making shit up or creating scenarios when it's fucking happening. This is a fucking proof right here. This is proof in the fuck ass pudding. The amount of people who are just being this insanely negative is insane. And this is like the reason why I want to make this video is because I just want to spread more awareness and just try to tell people to stop being so goddamn fucking cancerously negative towards the wrong people at the very least, right? But it's just it's sad to see what the fan base has become and see how basically the entire anime community has become as well, because it wasn't really like this like 10 years ago. And One Punch Man is like, in my opinion, season 1 is like my favorite fucking anime of all fucking time. It's like my number 1. It's my favorite because this anime does mean a lot to me. It helped me bond with other friends in high school, with my high school track and history coach and all this other shit. the fan base just turned to shit. I'm sorry, it's just true. It's sad to see that people would just demand anime. They demand a lot of seasons very fast and shit. They want more and more and more, and demand it to be faster. But then once it comes out faster and uncooked, unbaked, and it's quite just underdeveloped, a lot of people complain. But then if you're gonna complain, why fucking say to rush it? It truly doesn't fucking make sense. The logic behind these people is very shameful. A lot of people telling people to quit their job, stop fucking ruining their favorite whatever the fuck, if it is their favorite, if they are really a fan, as they say they are, as they claim they are. But I think a lot of people who are like hypocritical and wishy-washy, similar to the people that I've already talked about in this video. No hate towards what's his name, Nicholas TV or some shit. No hate towards other anime channels as well. It's just I kind of just have to talk about this, in my opinion, other people's opinion, just some wishy-washy stuff and things that don't really make sense in what you're saying, but your actions say otherwise. So that's all. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna make another video like this. Probably soon. We'll see. But yeah. All right, I'm out of here.
What?